It's my pleasure to share with you again on this dish. Tonight, I'm going to share about my mother's testimony. So I hope my mother's condition, my mother's testimony can give you some indications whereby how good this product is, how effective, how strong is this Purtier. My mother, 78 years old. 7 years ago, she diagnosed a heart attack, very critical heart attack with 3 arteries clogged. And the doctor said, got to admit her immediately, right, and do the operations. But unfortunately, because of a condition, because of her old age, she has to stay for a week to stabilize her conditions before operations. After a week, she sent into the operation room. The operation did halfway. The surgeon got to stop because her heartbeat suddenly stopped. It seems to be very unstable conditions, so that's why the operation need to be stopped. So my mother's condition come to the stage whereby the doctor are not advised her to do the bypass. That's why we choose to do the angioplasty, angiogram, to put inside the heart a balloon, something like that. But nevertheless, she still has to stay in the hospital in cardiology care unit for 1 month. And every day, the CCU room charged me $500. You can imagine, after a month, she only can allow to discharge. So that medical bill really killed me. From that day onwards, I got to take care of my mother due to her very critical conditions. So she started to take the medicines from 1 tablet. After a month, got to increase to 10 tablets, to 18 tablets, until 25 tablets for different types of conditions. Because of the medications, right, the side effect also affect her lung, her internal organs. Her lung become infections, and her lung also couldn't really breathe. That is one of the problems. She got to rely on the machine every morning and before she goes to bed. Because of the medicines, side effect also make her whole body swelling. The legs and arms, hands, water retentions very badly. And very serious osteoporosis due to her age. So last time she did not take care of the body because she came from a poor family. So the whole body except the hair is not pain. Touch her bones everywhere, small bone, big bones also feel pain. Right? She cannot kneel down properly. When she bend down, you can see the crack sound like that. Very serious. And she has suffered from the urinary system as well because she has to go to the toilet very often. Every 1 or 2 hours, she has to go, especially during bedtime. She got to keep waking up, go to toilet. And she can't eat a lot. She only take a lot of porridge or liquid food. Cannot take a lot of food, except medicines. She eats a lot of medicines. And she can't speak, of course. She can't speak loudly, only whispering very softly. Right? You can only listen through her mouth. During New Year this year, she admitted again, before New Year, she admitted for another 2 weeks. Her condition become worse. Her chest feel very pain again, and her lung cannot perform, so she cannot breathe properly, so she fainted again. We sent her to hospital, and doctor said her condition very critical, and seems like another arteries already clogged. Perhaps got to do another operations, and her lung also get very bad infections. A lot of phlegm inside cannot take out. She become very weak. The doctor put her on medications, more medicines, make her even so much weaker. She stayed there for 2 weeks, and these 2 weeks, every day and night, I got to run to the hospital and to bring food to my mother's. So my mother seems like her eyes already go inside. So you look at her very pale, very weak, cannot speak. Only the eyes can blink only, cannot talk. I look at her, I feel very sick, very painful. How I wish lying down on the bed is me instead of my mother. Because I love my mom very much. I'm the only son, I'm the only person to take care of my mother. One morning, 1 a.m., suddenly her heartbeat stopped. There is a machine, show the beep sound, beep, like that. I look at the chart, I listen to the sound, I feel very scary. Immediately I shouted and asked the doctor to come. It seems like her heartbeat stopped. So the doctor actually used the electronic charge to put on her to make her wake up. That time I really cried. I look at my mother like that. Wow. Seems like my mother is leaving me, so I feel very painful. Then luckily that day managed to bring her back. On the third day again, it happened at the same time after medications. So it seems like the medication really make her heart stop beat. I find that there's something wrong. After 2 weeks, the doctor said cannot do anything and kick me back the door and advised me better bring back your mother and pull all the wires, everything, better bring her back to celebrate your Chinese New Year. I say, what happened? The doctor said, we can't do anything. The specialists came, so many doctors came, they say the same thing, they can't do anything in this specialist center. I say, please do something. After 7 years, only tell me that they can't do anything. I've spent so much, I sold my house, I sold my cars, now they say can't do anything. The doctor said you better bring her back and do as much as you can and you stand by the time for her. So when I brought her back, she lie down just like this. You can see the medicines she took a lot. 9 tablets in the morning, 8 in the afternoon, 8 at night before bed. This is the third day I brought her back from hospital. And seems like the water retention started building up again until stomach area. Her legs swelling until she can't bend. The pants got to pull up just like this. I got to do everything for her. When it's the medicine time, I got to feed her with medicines. I feel that just like I'm feeding her with poisons. So I'm poisoning my mother, but there's no choice. Look at her leg. I pressed her leg. I couldn't. The leg swelling as hard as the bone. I cannot do anything. She can't bend. She feels very painful as I press her leg like this. And her hands leave just the skin, very, very skinny. And her arm, you can see, no energy at all. A heart failure patient, usually the doctor will check her artery, this small vein here, you can see. If this vein is very obvious, then her condition must be very serious. When I look at her condition just like this, the doctor say, very serious, cannot do anything. I feel very painful. I look at her every day, day and night. Every 2 hours, got to wake up, I got to check on her, whether she's still around or not. I saw her, cannot stand. Especially every day, I feed her with poison. Luckily, this is before 8. On the 8th, that night, I was invited by my friend Jeffrey here. So he asked me to come to attend a talk just like tonight. So I went, and the talk gave me a message. I left no more choice. Perhaps this is the only choice you will let my mother to try. After that, my friend, thank you. Sorry. After that night, I brought back this Purtier and let my mother try. Then when I reached home, already 1:30 in the morning. So suppose the subsequent morning, I could admit my mother again. But before admitting, I let her try one. So the subsequent morning, 8 a.m., she sit down just like this. I got a shock. What happened to her? In Chinese, they say, 回光返照. Because my mother used to see a ghost in hospital. When she reached home, she also complaining about this. She saw soul, you know. So I was so scary. I don't know what to do. And my sister went to see the Chinese Sanpo and asked what happened about my mother. And the Sanpo said, well, she's really 回光返照, means that she's near the other side. She started to see the cover of soul. I was so scary. I look at her just like that. Is it because of 回光返照, you know? So I was so scary. What happened to her? Then I asked her, how do you feel? She said, I feel very comfortable. Last night I sleep well. Very softly she spoke. I say, I'm going to bring you to a hospital to admit again. And she refused. She said, no, I don't want to admit to hospital again. Because that area got ghosts. I'm going to die there. So please don't bring me to hospital. My mother said, okay, what we want to do? She said, I want to continue trying this. Because after taking the tablets, make her feel very comfortable. So, okay, I let her try the second capsules in the morning of the Purtier. Second day, she feel very comfortable and slowly she can walk. On the 7th day, right, she can call my sister saying that she did not admit to the hospital. She feel very fine and she can walk a little bit, stand up a little bit and bend her leg. And look at the artery here. Initially was like this. After trying this for a few days, you can see, disappeared. I find that this thing did a miracle job in her body. I still do not understand how it worked. The only thing that I let her keep trying. After trying for a few days, on the 9 days, she can stand and walk around. She was so eager to share with everybody around. You look at her, still very skinny, but she's able to stand up and to walk around. You can even wash her clothes and cook. And 16 days later, about 3 weeks, she can pluck some fruits from the trees and step outside there from the door. After 7, 8 years, I never see her smiling face. Now, look at her smiling face. She's so aggressive now, so flexible now, and she's walking around to share with all the neighbors and the relatives. Before the New Year, when I discharged her from the hospital, a lot of neighbors and relatives from far away pay her a visit as a last visit. Suddenly, people said, they heard that my mother can walk around and talk with others and share with others. These people asked her, what did you eat? My mother just said, my son gave me this. It's special from the God. She just said like that. What is it all about? My mother do not know how to say. Well, this is brought by my son, right? So ask my son to share. So I went to share. All these people also started to try. After trying, they feel very, very powerful, very, very effective, and they feel very comfortable. And some of them hypertension, kidney problems, leg swelling problems, a lot of conditions get improved. This is my mother. This is my father. Both of them are very, very loving, and they love each other very much. They never quarrel, never fight until now. But my father got very worried when my mother admitted to the hospital. Every time I came back from hospital, my father asked, how is your mother? One final day, the doctor said, got to bring my mother back, and that's it. Got to take out everything, the wire, tubes, everything got to take out. So what happened? My father said, no, well, the doctor cannot do anything. Got to bring her back. Means we're going to stand by for her. My father, very, very scary. And my father also very painful. The subsequent day, my father also got stroke. She fell down in the toilet because too much worry about my mother. And she fell down, with right hand just shaking like this. I called the ambulance. I sent her to the hospital. My mother stayed 8th floor. My father stayed 2nd floor. Imagine, I alone got to take care both of them. Very, very difficult. I feel very sick, Look at both of them. I can run up and down every day and I got to ride to the hospital. I got one more son got to take care. I feel very suffer, and I lost weight 6 kilo within 2 months. When I let my mother try, I also sent my father for acupuncture as well. Every day, $80. So I let my father try as well. The Chinese physician also said his condition maybe is just like this. It's a mouth soak, but it cannot recover. But on the 4th day after taking, my father can move just like this. Who say cannot? The Chinese physician say cannot. But now, my father able to sweep the floor, to mop the floor as usual. Look at both of them. As strong as before she admitted to hospital. Got so much stronger than 7 years ago. Look at both of them. My father's hand, okay, no problem. Look at both of them, it's just like healthy people. Because Purtier do the miracles